The gap is down to 6 points, and of course it could be 3 because City take on Fulham before Arsenal play at Brentford this week. And we're going to talk about that game. Obviously, we'll focus on it for a lot of the morning. I've just got one text here from Andy who says, "Morning, lads. Another poor weekend for Newcastle. Feels like the writing is on the wall for Eddie Howe." Well, we'll probably talk about that a bit later on. But what I would say, Coisty, is Brentford are level with Liverpool on points. Is Keith Andrews a contender for manager of the season?
Oh, he's got to come into the equation. You and I both know that he won't win it because the way things are. I know City are making it a title race, and it is a title race. I still say it's a race. It'll be a race to the finish. But if Arsenal win it, which I think they will, Arteta will get the manager of the year, and I think deservedly so.
Yeah.
But the job that Keith Andrews has done and is doing is remarkable. It's brilliant. It really is. It's just great to see because I was looking forward to seeing how he did, Jeff. And he has, that's the best way to put it. I was unsure what we were going to get, but I tell you what, he's pleasantly surprised and maybe even shocked one or two with the way the team's playing and the results they're getting. I mean, you look at Ouattara threw them up front as well, and Thiago's been one of the, for me, one of the players of the season, and they're just organised at the back. And don't think there would have been any footballer at the weekend would have enjoyed their game or enjoyed their result more than Jordan Henderson.
No, look, I mean, they were absolutely brilliant. No doubt about that. Look, the main event of the weekend, of course, that took place yesterday at Anfield. Manchester City's late show, brilliant strike from Szoboszlai. Goodness me. Did you score any like that in your career, Coisty?
Oh, never, no. Never in a million years. And you know, as soon as it hit the back of the net, I watched the game on the couch with the lads with Rayan Cherki, and I've got to say, Jeff, we watched it 3 or 4 times, and then we get his Arsenal goal up as well, and we had the argument at which one was better. What a strike of the ball. He just cuts across it, that dips and swerves viciously and off the post. It's just a fantastic goal.
It was a fantastic goal. Credit the City, though.
Yeah.
They came back, Bernardo Silva, and then the Erling Haaland penalty. How cool was he, by the way?
Yeah.
2-1 up at that stage. And then when we should all be talking about the game and about City and about the title race, what are we talking about? We're talking about referees. We're talking about VAR. We're talking about goals ruled out. And we're talking about a red card. It was madness. And Pep Guardiola was not unnaturally baffled by the decisions.
Well, many things, right? With 1-0 down, 1-2 at the end, the save from Donnarumma, the Gigio, and after the goal that should be allowed, because at the end, listen, nothing changed. 3-1. Szoboszlai can play next game. You know, he pull in, but gives the advantage. So there's these kind of things that is common sense, no? Sometimes we want to complicate the things or pretend we are special. So come on, 3-1, go home, everybody happy, and especially City.
Well, that sums it up pretty nicely, I think, Coisty.
Yeah.
You know, I'll tell you what, before we talk about it, hallelujah, hooray, a former referee who has said that VAR got it wrong. Dermot Gallagher said VAR should never have been involved in the decision to disallow Cherki's goal.
Don't forget, when Craig goes to that screen, he retains all options. He can give a goal. He can give a foul to Szoboszlai. He can give a foul against Szoboszlai and a red card, which he did. He retains all options. When he goes to that screen, he will see that. And if he sees the ball's over the line, it's cut and dried for him, isn't it? Because he can go, right, I've got a great decision here because I can give a goal. And people forget, the goal would have been Cherki's. Cherki scored that goal from inside his own half.
Yeah, he's dribbled all the way.
So he would have been able to give a goal. Man City would have been 3-1 up. Liverpool wouldn't have lost a player.
For 3 games, yeah.
For one game, isn't it? Because it was Dogso.
Well, look, you know, afterwards, obviously, the Premier League Match Centre tweeted that Szoboszlai had committed a holding offence that denied an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. And that's proof to me, Coisty, that the lunatics have finally taken over the asylum, because he didn't deny a goal-scoring opportunity because the goal was scored. It's insanity.
It is, and if it wasn't so serious, it would be ridiculously funny. Jeff, I mean, I'm trying to think. The only good thing that came out of this, right? The VAR is absolutely killing it, and people will say to you, it's not VAR, it's people making the decisions that are using VAR. I don't care. That decision yesterday made a laughing stock of the game, made a laughing stock of VAR, and just made a laughing stock of what should have been an absolutely dramatic final 10-15 minutes of a game between two of the top sides in the country. Now, the game itself I didn't think was brilliant, Jeff. If we're going to be brutally honest, a little bit disappointed. I think the first half was great, but I'll tell you what, the drama that unfolded in the last half hour or so was, that's what you and I should be talking about this morning. And our callers should be going on, giving us reviews on the drama that unfolded. But because of what happened at the end of that game, that is sadly the major talking point, and it has spoiled a spectacle that millions of us enjoyed. Jeff, the only thing I'm thinking is it might be the best advert we've ever had to get rid of VAR.
Yeah,
right?
I think it's a defining moment, to be honest, Coisty. But not everybody agrees with us. Frankly, I think people throw the law books at you and things,
Nonsense.
but the laws are changed every season because some of them are so rubbish. Yeah. Okay. If you are so out of touch with the joy and the feel of the game that you think that was the right decision, you are a pedant. I'm sorry. Welcome to the show, Max. Surely you can't moan about refs doing the right thing. It's like Haaland getting booked for taking his shirt off. The referee did the right thing initially. He gave the goal. And then it's Mr. Busy in the VAR booth who gets involved when he should have kept his nose right out of it, and consequently puts the referee in a near impossible position. It was a joke.
I'm trying to put myself in the shoes of the guy sitting in the VAR room or studio. At what point does he think in his head that it is a good idea to get the referee involved in there? At what point does he think that he is doing his job by getting the referee involved? I mean, it's absolutely mental. What are we saying here? Are we saying when the referee goes over and looks at it? Now, I actually think, like Dermot said, that the referee has then got to make his own decision. Is the referee going to get into trouble, Jeff? Does the referee not give the goal because he's going to get into trouble because he thinks, I have to give the first decision that VAR have brought me over for?
I thought he gave it reluctantly, Coisty, for those very reasons. And they say, the PGMOL say, we're not re-refereeing games. That's exactly what they're doing. That's exactly what they 100%. Did. He gave the goal, backed the referee, stick with that, keep your nose out, and let's all get on with it.
100%. I thought it was an absolutely pathetic decision, that just gave us a talking point this morning. It's ridiculous, Jeff. I mean,
that's the sad thing, Coisty. We should be talking about the football. We should be talking about sport. And instead, we're talking about blokes who really all they're there for is, to blow their whistle. They're not the stars of the show. Even if they want to be the stars of the show, they're not.
Terrible. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. I mean, it was such a disappointing end to as dramatic a 15 minutes as we've seen in a long time, mate.
Yeah. Now then, Manchester City won the game. 2-1, not 3-1. So up next, we'll ask whether the momentum has swung towards them after that statement victory at Anfield yesterday.